How are you, Christians? On Likey and TikTok and Facebook and YouTube? How are you? You're getting ready to go home in the rapture. Matthew 24:31, Isaiah 40, and Revelation 11:11. For if you're of the first prophet, then you go. If you stood as a Christian, and you didn't take the name, number, or mark and defiled the temple throughout the world as you supported this situation. And as you can see in America, it's pretty bad. Holy, holy, holy. Say that with me, Christians. Will you say that with me? Please say, holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Because you will say it a lot, willingly. The little creeping lion, little snakes, we call them worms. Well, when they went to hell, and soon the three frogs and a few others and some imps, they hid in people. They're in people, so the Lord's not gonna, swipe out all the men and women just because of that, because He knows their time is due. Well, they get sliced and diced, and they get their snake heads cut off. And they go to the fire. It's a separate place. There's only 3 men that'll go there. And you can read that for yourself. Now, some of you must think I'm a strange person. I don't care. I want to make this video quickly for the church in America, Babylon, the whore, Nineveh with the wall, you pastors and priests or bishops or whatever you want to call yourself. It's funny, I go to a priest and I try to call him pastor and they correct me. Father such and such. Okay, pastor. Wait till them priests in America, the whore Babylon. Wait till they find out when they didn't open their church, especially if any of them voted for that little snake. It doesn't matter. No Christians are going anywhere anyway on the whore Babylon, America, Nineveh. Not one of us. You'll see. Unless you were born again after the defilement, after the anointing of the final sealment was here. And so some will go. And of course, soon, some of you parents, and you will find out that your kids went. You didn't, because you didn't believe in Jesus. And then the 74 million that voted the second time, well, your kids left too, your children, and you will stay. You will suffer the bowls of wrath. You will burn to a crisp on this planet, and then you will go to hell to burn for eternity, as it says. Pastors and priests and Babylon the whore, it's time to come out of the shade. He's going to burn it up. So many of you, churches, pastors and priests, I notice that, and so does the world, that you take your money and you spend it on clothes, and you have these luxurious houses and cars and whatever you did with your money. It don't matter now, because soon there won't be no money, and soon you won't even be able to buy any. Well, let me tell you this real quick, so that when it happens, that way when the book is open, cannibalism in Babylon, it's coming. Pastors and priests in the whore Babylon, Nineveh, America with the wall, is going to burn up your houses. All that money you cities had, I'm talking to pastors, I'm talking to the church. You never help the homeless. You don't even let them come into your church. None of you do. And some of you that you think you're doing some kind of righteous act, you let them come in there like from about 6 at night till 6 in the morning. That wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. I'm talking about here in Horeb, man worshiping Babylon. Well, he's about to burn up your shade. And so I want to give you a chance now, when you finally come to this video, I want you to start giving away your money. Stop buying a thing. I don't care what it is. Don't buy a cup of coffee, pastor or priest. Tempt me. I have a ferocious, justified judgment, a furious judgment in me. You don't even comprehend. You will soon. So this message is for the pastors and priests. Well, rabbis, because they all think they already know what they're doing, and we don't need to justify or preach to the rabbis, because as they see the judgments, well, they're going to realize exactly what's going on. So that's between you and the Lord Almighty. I am that I am, the Almighty of Moses. So I want to tell you now. He's not asking you to open your church 24 hours for the homeless, although I'm sure they'll show up there, because they're not going to be drinking. They're not going to be riotous. They are going to sit very quietly. Now, I can name names. I know hundreds. You pastors and priests in Babylon, the whore man-worshipping Nineveh with the wall, I'd advise you to open your church now. And you better begin to help the homeless. I walk through cities, and there are men and women sleeping in the street. Now, pastors,